show. I'm here with Tim. How are you, Tim?
Good.
Thanks for helping. And with Mimi. Hi, Mimi. Now, Tim, your job is pretty intense. You're going to be called the guardian of the black envelope. Ooh. Now, I'm going to place it. I know it sounds serious, doesn't it? And it is serious. I've lost several spectators attempting this feat.
Okay.
Rivet your attention on the envelope, but don't touch it. And don't let anybody else in the room touch it. You're the guardian of the black envelope.
You got it.
I mean, don't worry about it because your job's much easier and a little bit more fun, okay? I'm going to cut little packets of cards off the deck. And if you would, just say stop as I do this.
Stop.
Right there.
Right.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Would you like to change your mind?
No.
You want to keep the mind you have?
Yes.
Ah, the Two of Hearts. That's an excellent card. I've done this trick a few times where people actually remembered somebody else doing it later, like a year later, like David Coppertone. That bums me out. So to make sure this is on the up and up and you remember who did it, I'm going to egotistically sign my own name on the card. Bob Kohler right across the top. But I want you to remember the instant it happened, okay? So Tim, do you have a watch on by any chance?
Yes.
What time do you have?
I have 5:46.
5:46. That's a good time. 5:46. And what's today's date?
I don't know.
It's January 26th.
January 26th, sorry.
That's right.
I had to think about it.
You have to think about some of these things. And Mimi, if you would, here's the last part. Right here at the bottom, I'd like you to go ahead and write your signature. Very well done. Now, this is the only card in the universe, would you cap that, please, that has all this information written on it. Let's hope. Let's hope. So here's the idea. We're going to take the Two of Hearts, and we're going to place it face down into the deck. So you can see it right to the very last second. Now, Tim, when you think about this, and you are going to think about this, remember, the black envelope was on the table. I told you don't let anybody touch it. But it was on the table before Mimi selected the Two of Hearts. So you keep your eye on the envelope, and you watch the Two of Hearts, because here's the idea. It goes right in to the center of the pack, and in slow motion, you're going to see it go all the way in. Watch very carefully. Lost forever. Until I do the maneuver. Here it goes. Mimi, ready? I take it. It's invisible. And I cause it to disappear right over the black envelope. You know why? Because, check it out, folks. The black envelope contains a card, but it's not any card. It's actually the Two of Hearts with all that information on it. And that's all it does. So, Tim, have you ever had an out-of-body experience? You know where your consciousness leaves your physical body and goes to a parallel universe? Now, if you would, hold out your left hand.
Okay.
That would be the one. Hold on to that envelope. Now, I know you have to be ambidextrous to do this, but take a look at the pack and pull out any card at all. It doesn't matter, just at random.
Alrighty.
Something with a little space to write on, perhaps. Ah, the Eight of Diamonds. That's a nice card. So if you would, let me get your autograph so I can sell this on eBay later when you're world famous.
Okay, well, I'm
Oh,
left-handed.
you're left-handed. Isn't that a coincidence?
There you go.
All right. Well, since that's the case, we're going to rewind a little bit and assume the position. Very good. So I'm going to go ahead and spread the cards into a nice even fan. And I'm going to place your card right in the middle so it gets locked in position. So the Eight of Diamonds is about halfway down from the top and the bottom. And I'm not going to shuffle the card. So if you would, hold out your hand just a little bit higher, and we're going to place the deck right there. Now remember, the envelope was in your possession before you selected the card. Now here's the miracle where I go out of my body. But first, the card goes inside the pack. Now I go into a trance. Oh, man, that was a quick trip. Now what I did was while I was out, in the blink of an eye, between blinks, I took that 8 and I snuck it inside that envelope. So first of all, check it out. There's no 8. There's an 8, but it's not the 8 that you had.
That's correct.
Because inside the envelope, the easiest way to find out for sure is to just look for that signature.
Oh.
And that, in fact, is an out-of-body experience. And you can keep the card, the envelope, and everything to play with for your heart's content.
That's my signature.
Wow, I just got back from the future. It's really cool there. You should go sometime, but it's very, very expensive. I sense a little skepticism. You know,
A little bit.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't have believed it myself, but I brought back evidence. Because if you're in the future, you know what happened. And inside this envelope is my prediction of what I saw. So I'm going to place this under your control. Well, you can watch it, but don't touch it.
Okay.
Now, Mimi, you were in the future.
Okay.
It was cool. Here, take the
right.
deck and deal the cards face up one at a time onto the table. Ah, your technique is flawless. Very good. Now deal as many as you'd like, and don't let me influence you. I want you to feel free to stop at any time at all.
Right here.
Right there? Would you deal the next card face down onto the table? Very important. Now think about this. You could have stopped on any of these cards, and you can notice that each and every card is different from its neighbor. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no doubt about it. Yes. Now, here's the exciting part. Think about this. Remember, the envelope was on the table before she stopped on that card. So if this card in the envelope, the 2 of diamonds, matches that card, what's that card, Mimi? That would be a cool trick.